Hey everyone. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Julie Oliverius, and would you like to know how to use a brow palette? Because for those of you who have followed my page for a while, you know this, but it wasn't honestly until probably about 7 or 8 months ago that I even really got into learning anything about eyebrows, and it's a shame, I know, but I don't know. I guess I didn't realize the importance of it. Silly now, but whatever. So I am a hashtag recovering over tweezer, and finally am getting my brows back to normal. So as you can see, I've already filled in this brow. This is my left side here. Filled that one in, and so what I'm going to do is show you how to do this, how you can use a brow palette to your advantage. I think one of the most important things to understand when using any makeup for that matter, but something where you're working in such a small area where you need to be so precise is making sure that you have the right tools. And so if you're going to be using a brow palette, and I'll show you the one that I'm going to be using today, it's this one here, you need to have a brush. Now this is called a brow artist brush, and so as you can see, it's very thin, angled on this end, and then this end again very thin and flat. I'm going to show you guys how to use that, okay? So what you want to do when you're using a brow palette, start off with a light color. And what you want to do is you're going to use that small angled end. And what you are going to do is just fill in with that lighter color. Now, one thing that I have noticed, I have had a difficult time getting this brow like arched enough to match this one. A lot of that is the angle in which I'm holding it, okay? So that's something to pay attention to when you are holding your brush. Are you holding it like this, like this, like this? So pay attention to that as you are filling in your brows. As you can see though, I've still got some work to do, but they are definitely way better than they used to be. And so the last few months, I have gotten a lot of compliments on my eyebrows and how nice they're looking. So I guess I feel like it's time to share with all of you exactly how I'm doing it now. If you've seen any of my full face Friday videos, then you've seen me do this, but I've not yet done a video for just the palette. So that's what I wanted to do today, to kind of, shorten the amount of time that you guys have to, watch, or, then you don't have to try to go through my entire full face Friday video to find just the brow part. So like I said, all I'm doing right now is just filling in with this lighter color. So I'll just keep using my mirror. That's one thing I really like about this is it has the mirror, which is super, super convenient. And it also worked out good for you guys. It's a true test for me. Because this is more difficult brow to do, I guess it still shows how easy it can be. So this one, like I said, is just a little bit more difficult because this one still needs some more work done. As you can see, I've got a bald spot right there, and it's still working on growing in up front here. So, but hey, that's to your benefit, like I said, because then I can just show you how easy it is to do. All right. Hey, Jody. Hey, Andrea. Thank you for watching. All right. So once you've filled it in, now what you want to do is you want to take this darker color that's right here, and you're going to use that to shape your brow. So you're not going to fill in except for if you have a bald spot like me. You can see where I put that lighter color right here, but I'm going to need to fill that in a little bit with the darker color. But for the most part, that darker color is going to be used for outlining. So again, you're going to come back and use that little angled end that you just used. Now, I always say start with just a little bit of this. These colors in this particular palette are extremely pigmented, especially with the dark color. So you don't want to have too much on there when you start. But again, pay attention to the angle at which you are holding the brush, because that is going to make a difference. And like I said, it took me a little while to figure that out, that was my issue with getting the arch, similar to the other side. I used to be a little bit obsessive about getting, each side perfect, but if you go on YouTube or Instagram or anything and look at the ladies have really nice eyebrows. They're not perfectly even, okay? It's like winged eyeliner. Get them close. Sisters, not twins, all right? Get them close, but they're never going to be perfectly even. So just keep that in mind as you're working through and learning. It took me quite a while to learn how to do this and to make it look nice. So be patient with yourself as you are learning. Another great thing you'll see maybe in other tutorials as well is that you can clean up any spots with your, like a concealer or your foundation, and all you have to do then is just kind of go, see, like right there I got a little too high up. No worries. Look at that. Boop. Fixed it right up. So that's just something else to keep in mind. Just kind of save those touch-ups for the very end, you know, and do them kind of all at once, unless it's really throwing you off as you're trying to, you know, go through and do it. So now I'm just adding just a little here, and I'm going to add just a little bit more dark to that little bald spot I'm rocking. See that? Very, very easy. And then I'm just bringing that down and around. Now, the last thing you want to make sure, and so I'm going to touch this up on my side here. The arch here on the bottom should be in this, about the same spot as on the top. So I've got that brought over just a little too far. So I'm just going to clean that up just a little bit. And see how easy that is? All right, so then next, I'm going to smooth that back out real quick. And just make that even. So then what you can do is flip this over here, and now you have this flat end that you're working with. What you can do first, you can use these together or you can use them separate. This is a matte pink color, this is a shimmery gold color. You can lay the matte pink down first and do the shimmery gold over it, or you can just do one or the other. It's really up to you. I'll do both today just so you can kind of see, but these are a creamy feel. So the nice thing about these is that you can use them to kind of shape up your brow once you've applied the color. So again, it's another little trick. Instead of, you know, using your foundation or concealer, you can use this instead to help make that cleaned up there. So then, like I said, we'll just do a little bit of that shimmery gold over it. It's very soft, but it does add a nice little pop. So it really just kind of depends on what look you're going for. Then what I like to do is just take my fluffy blending brush and just make sure that's blended nicely. Now, because I'm going to run club tonight, I don't have any like eyeshadow or anything on. I just have on mascara. And then lastly, this here on the end, this is a wax. That's going to help keep your brow hairs in place. Now, if you have been trimming your brow hairs, this won't be too big of a concern for you. But if you're somebody that hasn't tried that yet, this is just going to help keep your actual brow hairs in place. So that is it. That is a little tutorial about using a brow palette. What I would suggest doing, and I'll do it here in a minute, but my little comb is over there. If you find that you want to go back over and just comb it out a little bit after you've applied the wax, I would recommend using a metal lash comb. If you use the bristles on your brow brush, you could have other color in there, little dust, little hairs, whatever. And then going over that wax, it'll get stuck in the wax. So just a little bonus tip for you. I definitely recommend a metal lash comb. Much more precise, fans out your lashes much nicer than the plastic ones. It's just a better quality, and it looks really nice when you use it with your brows. So if you have questions, let me know. I took some before pictures with just the one brow done, and so I'll do some after pictures to show you guys the difference and just really how well this helps frame your face. Another bonus to it is that you can get away with wearing less makeup if you've got your brows filled in, all right? So any questions, let me know. I will talk to you later, all right? Bye.